funky hair. Just got out of the shower. Alright guys, here it is. A few of you have asked about my scheduling, how I do my scheduling for my mowing, things like that. So I'm going to show you real quick how I do it. I don't do a day-to-day, so to speak. I don't have to sit and plan them every day. I don't have to print them out every day. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I've been doing it the same way since I started my business. Well, actually, I think I changed it up toward the end of the first year because I was all over. It was a mess. So I came out with a better way of doing it, and it's worked great for me. I don't use any special program. I don't use Yardbook. I don't use Landscaper Pro. I don't use any of that stuff. I'll show you how I do it, and it's very simple for me. Very simple. It never changes. I know what I'm doing. I know where my stuff is. So I'm going to show you real quick. Alright, okay, so here's my computer. I'm going to try to make this as clear as possible. Okay, so right up here, I have every day of the week, okay? And you'll notice that these are the ones I've always had. I used to mow Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and now I'm switching with going solo this year. I'm going to 5 days straight of mowing, okay? So I made new ones. I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, solo written under all of them, so I know which ones they are. But I'll show you real quick. I made a couple dummy templates because obviously I don't want to put all my customers' information all over the internet. So here is, I just click on it. I got the dummy template one over here. You know what, I'll move it over here real quick. Boop, so it's with the rest of them. Alright, so this is just an example. So here's Tuesday mowing. Click on it, open it up. It's all under Microsoft Word. So this is how I'll have it. It'll say Tuesday mowing at the top, and then I have my customers. I made a couple goofy ones. I got Johnny Mow, YouTube Drive, Something to Look At, Tube Street, Geek to Freak Fitness, Freaky Lane, Fall River, Water Street, Top Notch, Brian and Tyler Street, because Brian does a lot of stuff with his son there. We got Velvet Hammer, Plowmaster Lane, Renee Romero, Grasshopper Way, Johnny Ryan, Windows Street, Motown, Walker Drive, Curcio's Lawn Care Street, Matt Nardani, Grassmaster Road. Anyway, so this is how I do it. Okay, so I'll print this out, and I'll print out one for each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'll print them out at the beginning of the month. Now I have each one of these blocks, so because I keep all of my lawns on the same day every week. My policy is you are on the same day every week unless it rains on your day. Then I guarantee to service your property within 48 hours after the rain passes. That's my policy. So they're all on the same day every week. So I will put, like, we'll say that this is the first, right? So it'll be like, I don't know, what the hell month is this? January. So it'll say like 2-1. I'll put the day in there. Then the following week will be 7 days later. The next day to go there. The following week, 7 days later. The next day there. Some weeks have, or some months have 4 weeks. Some have 5. So as my template, they all have 5 blocks in them anyway, just in case. Now over here, it's just an area where I have notes. Like I can, like I think I have 2 bi-weeklies left, and I'll have it printed in there bi-weekly, just so I remember, which I know them all. It's just in there anyway, but I have notes written there. So like, if I show up at a property one day and there's something there that says, like they want me to trim the hedges, like the second week of that month or whatever, I'll put hedges trimmed, and I'll put the date on there. So at the end of every month, now what I do is I take all 5 days, I staple them together, and they go on a clipboard. There's a clipboard there with it on there. That's for my plowing, actually. I do the same thing with plowing. And then at the end of the month, I bring the clipboard in the house here, and then I start making out all the invoices, and it all goes by these. I'll go right to their invoice. I'll show you that in a minute. And then I put all the dates in that I have written down. There's a pen in the truck, obviously, and then I handwrite them in there as I service them each week. And then I write the dates down. So at the end of the month, I just bring this in the house, these sheets, and I make out their invoices based on the dates I have written in there from throughout the month. If I trimmed hedges and then I forgot throughout the month or whatever, it's already written in there, so I know to add that to their bill. Okay, this is just something I made up in Microsoft Word. And when you go in Microsoft Word and you go into, like, I'll click up here, you go in like page layout, you can do different things. You do margins, effects, you can do line numbers, breaks, watermark page, you can do borders, you can do anything, but you can click on themes and you can do templates and stuff. And that's where I got these boxes, and I just kind of moved the lines back and forth and made them how I want them. And this keeps it nice and simple. I got the names, the addresses, and that's that. Okay, now I'll close out of this. And now what I do is I have another folder up here. It says mowing customers. Okay, I click on that and it brings up all my customers. Now these are all my regular customers. Okay, these are my regular weekly customers. So I'll just scroll down through all these, and I'll get to the dummy template I made here. And I click on that, open it up, Microsoft Starter, same thing. And this is another thing I made up, a dummy template. You know what I'm going to do real quick before I show you this? I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so right under here I just deleted is my address, my phone number, all that stuff. It's what I keep under here. All I did is I have my logo saved to my desktop and I just paste it right there. And I have a dummy template off to the side so I can change these whenever I want. But I have my business there, and then right here where you see this icon flashing is my address and my phone number is all written there. And this is another one I made up, just in Microsoft Word, used the template that they had on there, and I made it up. Okay, so I have the customer in here, their address, their phone number, it says invoice on it, and I just put the date in there. Now, right here, I have, it says quantity, description, price, total. So I just have lawn service written there, and I'll put the dates in here. Okay, we'll say like 1-1. Okay. And then I'm trying to get you a good picture of this. And then comma, the next date is 1-8. The next one is, you know, so on and so forth. That's just how I do it, okay? And so all the dates for the month will be in there. We'll say their price for weekly mowing is $30 a week. Now, each one of these invoices is already set up in the folder with each customer. I just showed you how I clicked on this one from that folder. Each one is already set up, so it has their name, their address, their phone number. Everything's already in there, and then their weekly mowing price is in there. And then all I got to do each month is just fill in the dates and then total it up. So there's 2 mows there. $30 is their price, so their total is $60. And you come down to the bottom, subtotal $60. Tax is already included in all my prices, so their final amount is $60. And then I just have this at the bottom. Please mail a check made payable to Randy Haskell or Countryside Lawn Care to the address above within 10 days of the date of this invoice. There will be a $25 charge for any late payments unless other arrangements have been made. Thank you for your business. And that's the invoice. And all I do is I hit save, and so then it'll be saved, so at the end of next month this is already in there, and I just clear those numbers out and put in their new ones again. For the customers that I mail these to, I just click up here, hit print, comes out of the printer over there, done. For the ones that I email them to, all I do is I click save and I get out of this. Okay, see, you click save right there, and now it's in there, and it brings me back to my list. Like I said, each one of these customers already has the amounts and everything written in there. So what I do is I just go into my email and I put in their email address for the ones I email their invoices to, which is 90% of them. And then I say, here's the invoice for January. And then at the bottom I click attachment, I go into that folder, I grab their invoice, I attach it there, and hit send. Boom, it's done. And that's it. It's that simple. That's all I do. Like I said, I made simple little templates off of Microsoft Starter, Microsoft Word. It comes on every computer, and that's all I do. Nice and simple. And then at the beginning of the next month, I just print them 5 sheets out again, and then I start writing in the dates again. So it's nice and simple. At the end of each month, whether I email them or send them in the mail to the customers, I print out 3 copies of each one. One of them goes directly in my file cabinet, the other one goes to the customer, and the other copy goes to my accountant. So at the end of every month, he gets a copy of each one of my invoices to input into the website for my quarterly sales tax. Except for the customers I emailed and I print to. One goes to my file cabinet, one goes to my accountant. But that's it. It's that simple. That's how I do it. No special programs, no nothing. Now I know that Yardbook, I played around on Yardbook, I played around on Landscaper Pro, I played around on QuickBooks, a bunch of them, and they're great. They offer a lot of great features, but this is just the simplest thing for me, the easiest thing. It works for me. It's how I like it. As far as going solo, I've pretty much all of the big landscaping jobs I'm not going to take on. I'm passing on to a friend of mine, which he specializes in mostly just landscaping. He wants to avoid the lawn maintenance. Lawn maintenance is my thing. That's what I love to do. That's what I specialize in. That's what I want to keep the most of. I'll do some smaller projects like that with some of my customers, and I'll save that for the weekends. But Monday through Friday is going to be straight mowing. Unless I have extra time, I might trim some hedges, stuff like that. But all in all, the landscape projects will go to a buddy of mine, and he sends me. And I've sent a lot to him over the years anyway, just because I didn't have the time for him. And in return, he sends me any of the mowing he gets. So I don't have, a lot of people say, I don't want all these other companies on my customer's property. Well, I don't either. So it doesn't work out that way. It's pretty much him and I, and if anyone goes to my customers' properties, it's him 90% of the time, and I don't have to worry about him trying to steal my lawn, and he doesn't have to worry about me trying to steal one of his customers for landscaping. We got a good thing worked out like that. Plus I have another company I use sometimes if he can't get to it, and it's the same deal with him. So works out good. I'm going to continue going solo this year. I'm going to continue the same way I've always done it, with how I have it worked out, how I keep track of everything. And for those of you that were wondering, that's my system. All right, guys, I'm out.